Cool. Still lined up. So, that's all I really care about is making sure it stays lined up. You'll have to let me know. Sometimes title things are louder, sometimes they're quieter. It's hard to tell. I'm pretty sure the game is louder than the title screen, though. So, this is one where I believe it's quieter. So, it takes forever to check for DLC. So, rip that. I should have done this beforehand, but it's kind of hard to mute this sound and then, you know, have music going as I'm getting ready, but meh. All good. It's only like a minute at the most, so we'll be moving forward. Yes, I'm aware you cannot find my stuff. So, we'll be playing Origins and Awakening. We will not be doing the Darkspawn Chronicles Eliana song. Unless you want to do all of these, I'm only planning on doing these two. If we want to do the others, we can. We don't have to. But we are doing this. And this for sure, so think on it. We've got 3 games to get through. Right. I enjoy this series. I mean, I can tell you that already. It's been a long time. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my old marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. Your brought sin to heaven and doom upon the world. The Canticle of Threnodis.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven.
I haven't played this since
instead,
undergrad, so about
they destroyed it.
10 years.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Maker, help us all. Alright, we've got several big decisions to make. Are we going to be male or female? First big decision. Female. Okay. Are we a human? Are we an elf? Or are we a dwarf? As a human, we get +1 strength, 1 dexterity, 1 magic, and 1 cunning. As an elf, we get +2 willpower and +2 magic. And as a dwarf, +1 strength, +1 dexterity, +2 constitution, and a 10% chance to resist hostile magic. Sure, I'll read it out loud. Human, the most numerous yet the most divided of all races. Only 4 times have they ever united under a single cause, the last being centuries ago. Religion and the chantry play a large part in human society. It distinguishes them culturally from elves and dwarves more than anything else. Humans can be warriors, rogues, or mages. Elves. Once enslaved by humans, most elves have all but lost their culture, scrounging and an impoverished living in the slums of human cities. Only the nomadic Dalish tribes still cling to their traditions, living by the bow and the rule of their own gods as they roam the ancient forests. Welcome nowhere else. Elves can be warriors, rogues, or mages. And the dwarves, rigidly bound by caste and tradition, the dwarves have been waging a losing war for generations, trying to protect the last stronghold of their once vast underground empire from Darkspawn. Dwarves are very tough and have a high resistance to all forms of magic, thus preventing them from becoming mages. Uh-huh. Nope, I've played every class, every background, every race. I have no preference. I can play and win in any elf, height. Warriors are powerful fighters, focusing on melee and ranged weapons to deal with their foes. They can withstand and deliver a great deal of punishment and have a strong understanding of tactics and strategy. Specializations for a warrior include Berserker, Templar, Champion, and Reaver. You get +4 strength, +3 dexterity, and +3 constitution. Mage, as dangerous as it is potent, magic is a curse for those lacking the will to wield it. Malevolent spirits that wish to enter the world of the living are drawn to mages like beacons, putting the mage and everyone nearby in constant danger. Because of this, mages lead lives of isolation, locked away from the world where they threaten. The specializations include spiritual healer, shapeshifter, arcane warrior, and blood mage. Benefits are +5 magic, +4 willpower, and +1 cunning. And finally, the rogue. Rogues are skilled adventurers who come from all walks of life. All rogues possess some skill in picking the locks and spotting the traps, making them valuable assets to any party. Tactically, they are not ideal frontline fighters, but if rogues can circle around behind their target, they can backstab to devastating effect. Rogue specializations are ranger, bard, duelist, and assassin. Benefits are +4 dexterity, +2 willpower, and +4 cunning. Well, I need to know so I can figure out who our companions are going to be for the game. Because no matter what you pick, you're going to lock several characters out of us having them in the party. Simply because we don't have space for them. There's one that allows us to have several very strong and powerful allies. One that will allow us to have 2, maybe 3 powerful allies. And then one where we're just kinda lol. Because I'm not good with it. I'm not telling you which one that one is. Tell me what you want to see. Are we gonna be mage, warrior, or rogue? I've had very good playthroughs of all of them. One of them I've had a much more difficult time. Alright, are we gonna be a dollish elf? Proud of your role as one of the few true elves, you have always assumed you would spend your life with your tribe. Until a chance encounter with a relic of your people's past threatens to tear you away from everything you have ever known. Or are we a city elf? You have always lived under the heavy thumb of your human overlords, but when a local lord claiming his privilege with the bride shatters your wedding day, the simmering racial tensions explode in a rain of vengeance. Are we dollish, or are we a slave, essentially? What's our name? Daddy?
Greetings.
Anyway, we are Daddy Mahariel. Let's find us a good preset that we like. You. Yuck. I don't like how any of them look, so I guess I'll just do this myself. Ew. No. 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 Nose is fine. Mouth is fine. Ah! Neck and ears are fine. Portrait! I've had look up or down, not they say look up or down, but it's really just rotate.
I have lost the spell. How do you do? Greetings. Greetings. Charm. Greetings. Charm.
Charmed. Okay, we are a warrior, yeah? Okay, so we want... Okay, we want that. That. Mage. I would have been fine. Dexterity for that. Now we're gonna go casual. We're just here for the story and everything. It's actually one of the most overpowered if you know how to use it right. But because you gotta choose this, we gotta have sexy Morrigan on our team, as well as the sexy Zevron.
Born amidst the Dalish elves, noble wanderers who refused to join the society of humans that subjugated their homeland so long ago. The Dalish travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain their half-forgotten law in a human world that fears and despises them. You spend your time hunting with your clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
It's a Dalish!
And you three are somewhere you shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right to stop us.
No? We will see about that, won't we? You're just in time. I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt.
We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us.
You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland.
We've
Shemlin.
never done nothing to you, Dalish. We didn't even know this forest was yours.
This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp. You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethalon? What should we do with it? Does it matter? Hunting or banditry, we'll need to move camp if we let them live.
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes, a cave. With ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be,
Treasure? So you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits. So would I. I've never heard of ruins in these parts.
But I have proof. Here. We found this just inside the entrance.
This stone has carvings. Is this Elvish? Written Elvish?
There's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though. There was a demon. It was huge with black eyes. Thank the Maker we were able to outrun it.
A demon. Where is this cave?
Just off the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a huge hole just inside.
Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go?
I'm a nice person.
And don't come back until we Dalish have moved on.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, shall we see if there's any truth to this story?
Oh,
These carvings make me curious.
that's so uncomfortable, but Lucius likes to dig his nails into my chair.
You might be interested in these carvings, but let's see if there's anything more before we get excited.
Look how
Besides,
pale
we're
we are.
already here. Now, they said it was to the west.
Okay, now I gotta remember how to play as Daddy. Okay. Okay. This is quick options. Okay. Sash of Forbidden Secrets. What does this do? I'll put that on for now. Poultices, open artifact, trash. Okay. Have a boost. Item set bonus. Okay, I see. See, it's funny, I've never actually bothered to set tactics for my people. That might be why I always struggled in this game, but like... oh, God.
Come on already, let's look
No,
for
I
this
can't
cave.
pick that.
They said it was to the west.
No, its breasts are here. Why?
Double kill.
Come on already, let's look for this cave.
A dead
It's
halala.
to the west.
Holla! We gotta holla about the holla! Nah! Okay. I can't lockpick. Oh well. Hold on. Are you a rogue? No, you're a warrior. Curse you, Tamlin! Fun fact, the very first playthrough I did of this game was a Dalish elf rogue.
This must be the cave. I don't recall seeing this before, do you? There's nobody else here. And I'm not running back for help unless there's something worth making a fuss over. Come on, let's at least see what's there. How dangerous could it be?
Famous last words, he just raised a death flag. All of what? All of the starts? Or all of the classes? Like, all 6 class starts are completely different. Excuse me as I bumble. Am I still getting a bonus? I am.
What shall we do? Well, all
It's so clunky. I love it. It's funny, if you think I'm sarcastic, I'm not. I actually love how clunky this is. It's so nostalgic. Fucking... Nobody lets me have any fun. No lockpicking. Spiders!
given up, you know.
It's actually really funny. I actually tried playing the first game on stream a while ago. It was for... I do have the Steam version, but let's just say it's not very good.
Of course. Well, all right.
I love how we can't see that trap until we actually step in it. Like, oh, you can't see the giant fucking... I actually saw that before I stepped on it, to be honest. But I just kept going, because I'm a dum-dum. Frick frack knick knack, I did a dum-dum. Scout spot. Fucking... You've got a sword, just break down the goddamn door. No? Oh, okay. I've never actually bothered with the whole making traps and actually using them. I also am very bad at actually using healing items, so I will die a lot because of that. These are undead. I did not kill them. They're probably going to come alive.
This. You recognize this statue, don't you? Back when our people lived in our land, statues like these honored the creators. When the Shems enslaved us, much of that lore was lost. This looks like human architecture, with the statue of our people. Can these ruins date back to the time of our Lathan? I'd never have guessed ancient elves might have lived here, with humans.
So that's where we need to go, so let's go this way.
This place makes me nervous. I suppose so. Hey, weren't you supposed to be assisting Master Verathorn today? How did you end up coming with me? I've never known anyone so eager to wander. I bet you'll end up a flat ear someday, living in the cities like a Shem. Let's just find whatever's here and get out.
Harsh. Harsh, bro. Called me a Shem. Shem de la creme.
Now, what's all this?
Yeah, I knew that was a trap, but like... Like, that was a giant trap, but I had to hit it, right?
Are those walking corpses? This is haunted.
It's a giant circular thing. I knew it would spawn enemies, though. A bear scarn. Needless to say, we're slightly overpowered. He tried to hug me.
What was that thing?
Demonic ichor. Okay. Fuck. Trying to remember how to use this. It's not the easiest. How do we grow levels then? Oh, right here. Right. So I need lots of cunning and other things right now. I'm not going to be doing two-handed or weapon and shield. We're going to be focusing more on dual weapons and warriors. Just... Oh, but we got no skills to pay the bills. Alright.
You aren't going to leave without taking a closer look at the mirror, are you? I want to look at it now. It's the only thing we've seen in here that isn't broken. I wonder what this writing is for. Maybe this isn't...
I just meant to take a shield. Frick.
Hold on, I just want to know what it is. Don't you see it? There it is again. Can you feel that? I think it knows we're here. I just need to take a closer look. It's showing me places. I can see some kind of city. Underground. And there's a great blackness. It saw me. Help! I can't look away!
It saw me. Help!
Can you hear me? I am very sorry.
You're awake. You've the god's own luck, Lethalon. You're back at camp. Everyone is worried sick about you. How do you feel? Shem brought you back 2 days ago. You don't remember him? He was a Grey Warden and appeared out of nowhere with you slung over his shoulder. You were delirious with fever. He said that he found you outside a cave in the forest, unconscious and alone. He left you here and ran off again. The Keeper's been using the old magic to heal you. She wants to talk to you too. Stay here, I'll get her.
Stay here.
I see you are awake, Dalan. It is fortunate Duncan found you when he did. I know not what dark power held you, but it nearly bled the life from you. It was difficult even for my magic to keep you alive. Do not worry, Dalen. Even I might have been intrigued enough by such a cave to explore it further. Duncan thought there may have been darkspawn creatures inside the cave. Is that true? Walking corpses? Dark magic, but not darkspawn. I know not what the other creatures might have been. What else did you find? What is the last thing you remember? A mirror. And it caused all this? I have never heard of such a thing in all the lore we have collected. I was hoping for answers when you woke, but there are only
She looks so
questions.
tired and
And
old.
Tamlin remains missing. He is more important than any lore in these ruins. If he is as sick as you were, his condition is grave. Duncan returned to the cave to search for darkspawn, but we cannot rely on him to look for Tamlin as well. We must go ourselves, and quickly. Do you feel well enough to show us the way, Dalen? Without you, we will not find it. I am relieved to hear it. I am ordering the clan to pack the camp so we can go north. Take Merrill with you to the cave. Find Tamlin if you can, but do it swiftly. Go quickly, for Tamlin's life hangs in the balance. When Tamlin's life is at stake? Very well. Not quite, Dalen. After they defeated the Darkspawn long ago, the Grey Warden's numbers diminished greatly over the centuries. It seems the humans have little use for them if Darkspawn aren't actively raising their lambs. I suppose the thought of Darkspawn returning one day did not occur to them. The Grey Warden thinks so. A war may be in the offing. If so, we must get as far away from it as possible. Let the humans fight their battles, as we must fight our own. He seemed honorable, and his care for your safety speaks well of him. I trust my judgment. He said he'd been looking for our clan, and had a hint of our whereabouts. As I said, you were fortunate. It is possible he sought a volunteer to join their order. Indeed. The Grey Wardens once consisted of the best from all races. I know of no Dalish joining them since the days of the Darkspawn Wars, however. They are the best and most noble of all races, Dalen. Few can achieve their standards. Then do not tarry. Find Tamlin quickly. Remember that Tamlin needs your help. They destroyed the last horde of Darkspawn to threaten the surface centuries ago. It doesn't mean they extinguished them all. Darkspawn are savage, uncultured creatures, more akin to locusts than men. They may have befouled the cave, but they did not build what is there. From the Warden's description, it may have been a temple devoted to an old god. Should we return, I may see it for myself. Darkspawn are filthy, diseased beasts that taint the very air around them. The Grey Warden seemed to think your illness came from this taint. Since you did not meet any Darkspawn, I don't see how that could be. No doubt he was mistaken. The old tomes say Darkspawn come in as many varieties as surface creatures. They also say that many Darkspawn are seen only during what the humans call a blight. Perhaps your bear monster was one of those. Then do not tarry. Find Tamlin quickly. Master Island can help you. Go to him and ask to see his stock.
It just sounds like she talks down to you constantly. It's just like, whatever.
Is the Keeper sending you back to that cave to look for Tamlin? I want to go with you. Keeper Marathari probably won't approve, but I can help find Tamlin. Tamlin's my friend too. I want to help find him. If Meryl can risk it, so can I. Then ask her. I'll go with you and we'll ask her together. She can't say no to both of us. Fine. I suppose I'd just get you into trouble. I guess I should be guarding the camp right now anyhow. Good luck finding Tamlin. You have my prayers.
Good luck. There's so many things you can get experience from. It's just wonderful. Pavel.
So you have returned to us, Dalen. We are grateful you're whole and well.
So you should be. What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper?
I suppose your youth can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price.
Losing you would be a terrible crime, Dalen. You belong to more than just yourself.
Or do you not remember? Would you even know the reason behind your efforts? I wonder. Let us tell these children the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling. Come then. Help me as I go along.
Children, hear of the fall of the Dales. Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish. Would you care to begin, Dalen?
Yes. Slaves to a...
Well, children, it starts with a mommy and a daddy elf.
Built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the creators, and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery. They were resentful, because we would not worship their gods, and because we put our people first. Over the years, their nations grew cold toward the Dales. In their eyes, we were blasphemers and cruel tyrants.
Blasphemers.
And so the Dales fell. They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods. But many of us refused to relinquish our ways. We instead chose to scatter to the winds, wandering the lands. To survive and preserve our culture, the clans stay apart until the day the Elvenan have a homeland once more. We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path. Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the tale and the Oath of the Dales perfectly.
Nope, I just pressed A.
I will let you get back to your tasks. I pray you find Tamlin quickly. The one who brought you back? Very little. He seemed decent enough as humans go. As for Grey Wardens, they're heroes without a doubt. Members of our own clan joined their ranks in ages past. Only that they eat living flesh and lurk in underground tunnels, once ruled by the Dergenlen, the dwarves. In the last blight long ago, the Grey Wardens all but wiped them out. Should they return, all races will shudder. I've never heard of such a thing. But in the days of ancient Arlathan, we lived free and spread far across the continent. We were as varied as the Shemlin, though fewer in number. Perhaps some of us lived in caves then, but all knowledge from that era is lost. Of course. May the gods guide your path,
Dalen.
Cannot be.
Insufficient to pick. Ugh. Literally my life in a nutshell for the rest of this game. Insufficient skill. Tries to pick something. Insufficient skill. Tries to pick my nose. Insufficient skill.
Anithara, it's good to see you recovered. They fare well. The Keeper called for the clan to move on, and they will be ready to take us. One is heavy with calf, but it shouldn't be a problem. May I ask of Tamlin's fate? Some say the clan will leave before we find him. The Hala mourn our fallen. No sound is more heart-wrenching than their mourning cry. At least they won't be crying over you. They are quite fond of you. I admire them for their strength and pride. They are equals, not servants like the Shemlin horses. At any rate, I do not envy the Keeper's decision. I'll pray for Tamlin's safe return.
I'm a sheep.
I'm glad you recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward.
Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It is light and sturdy, much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Claim tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
One of my own crafting, perhaps? May not have a history, but you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes? Of course. Take whatever you need.
What is this? Longsword, main, hand, Seven, 221. So it's the same thing. My favorite thing is he gave us a bow specifically so I could sell it back to him. That is all. So I'll have a matching equipment bonus. I blow. Excellent. God of the craft.
Ah, it's good you're well. You weren't here when Paul arrived, were you?
I've heard of you. Everyone is talking about you and the other missing hunter. A Grey Warden brought you back here. Only from stories I heard back in the alienage in Denerim.
Paul's a Flatheir. He arrived here a few days ago from the human lands.
I heard rumors in a nearby human village that a Dalish camp was close, and I hope to find your hunters in the forest.
You were fortunate I didn't shoot you, Paul. I thought you were a Shem, an bandit at that. You're not the first city elf to rejoin his people. I'm sure he'll find life among us more satisfying than with the Shems, if no less harsh.
In the alienage, we hear terrible stories about the Dalish. They aren't true, right? Thank you. The clan has been very kind and welcoming. I never expected it to be like this.
Oh, you know, we just sacrificed the youngsters. No big deal. No deal. No big deal. Take this pile of sacks. Let's do this a couple more times. Nope. We're still not good enough to pick the locks. I think to pick that, I'd have to, like, immediately, like, get a rogue and then just jam it full of my, dexterity. Just jam it right on in there. I'm gonna stalk through. You look so stupid. A shale.
By the creators, it is so good to see you whole and well. I was so worried. All that time you were ill, the Keeper didn't know if you were going to live or die. I've been outside the Keeper's tent the whole time. I have never been so relieved as when I heard you would pull through. What happened? Everyone says Tamlin may be dead. That's awful. He's been a good friend to you since you were fledglings. You must be more careful. Your mother and father, may they rest in peace, would be horrified to see you take such risks. What happened to them is a sad tale, and it's in the past. Reopening old wounds benefits no one. True. Perhaps you're old enough to hear this, though it hardly seems like the right time. Very well. If I do not tell you now, you will only wonder. Your mother was a hunter, one of the finest, and your father was the Keeper before Marathari. He was with us for a very long time. Your mother was from another clan, and her elders did not approve of the match. She and your father had to meet in secret. One day, bandits caught them alone in the forest. Your father was killed, but your mother escaped. Yes, but also city elves too. Those of our kind living with humans do not hold to the old ways. Your mother held to life long enough to give birth to you. But grief wrecked her heart. One night she simply walked into the moonlight and never returned. She just couldn't carry on without your father. The clan decided not to discuss this around you, lest it poison your heart with sadness.
That's a nice way to put it. Lest it poison your heart with sadness.
Our people have learned to live with much sorrow. It seemed only right that we not dwell on it. Your mother did leave you a gift. Something of your father's for you to have once you were older. Perhaps the time has come. I was waiting for the right time, until you were grown. But you are grown now, aren't you? Take this key. You'll see some chests behind the storage Aravel by the Halapan. One of them was your mother's. Its contents are yours if you wish.
Loot! Wait. Loot! Loot, 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 loot. I wonder which ornate chest could possibly be the one I'm supposed to do.
Complete.
Complete. Fuck. I'm really good at hitting all the wrong buttons. I wonder if we can pick this lock now. Nope. Damn.
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something you missed. But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time. Less than I'd like to. I know some of our old magic, as the Keeper does, and I'll know about these relics if I see them. The Keeper isn't sending me to collect anything, however. We're worried about Tamlin. Enough to pique my interest and my concern. You can explain the rest on the way. A little, but the Keeper cured you. How dangerous could it be? Even if I get sick, finding Tamlin or something valuable will be worth it. And let us make haste while daylight lasts.
Sometimes I keep expecting everyone to talk in rhyme after playing Child of Light. Alright, we're back here again.
Some kind of tainted beast.
I got off E-Dade.
What were those things? Were those Darkspawn? I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before? What would Darkspawn have to do with our people? The stories say our Lathan fell long before the Darkspawn appeared. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Let's hope we don't find any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight? It's just that you're quite pale. You look a bit feverish, in fact. Well, I'll keep an eye on you. You've only just recovered from your illness.
I love just
Let's not
our
think.
pale
We should
skin
move on.
with the blood splattered all over us. It's very striking, wouldn't you say?
I wonder whose camp this is. Do you remember it being here? You're probably right. Didn't he say he was headed back to the cave? If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that? Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural. And now it's affecting the forest? Maybe that mirror unleashed some kind of sickness. That would not be good. The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly. I'm sensing more Darkspawn. It shall be as you say.
I'm sensing more Darkspawn.
Like that.
She just sounds so bored. I'm sensing more Darkspawn.
These are the ruins. Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures about. You're right. We should explore farther before I go on about my fears. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That I called your friend dead before we even found him. Hey, I wonder if I can open this chest. Nope. I'm lockpicking a chest. I stabbed him in the butt.
As you desire.
Move, Meryl. Move, Meryl Streep. Whatever, you're deep.
Yes?
Never mind. Yes! Never mind. The demon Ekor grew a level. I could steal from people if I wanted. I'm a thief. I wonder, I grew a level. I don't have the skills to unlock a door. Guess what time it is? Time to strip the people. You can tell who doesn't stay in our parties, can't you?
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered. I would have, had I not been battling them myself. Not all the kills here were yours, as you can see. My name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. The last time we spoke, you were barely conscious.
I mean, I can make people naked anyway.
Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
And she's very excited to meet you.
Did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger. So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror. I see. That's unfortunate. The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break, they become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume. You have it still, and it will infect others so long as this mirror exists. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see. Confirm it with your keeper later if you like. For now, we must deal with the mirror. It is a danger.
That graphical glitch on his face, though.
It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure. There is nothing we can do. Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your Keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone. Now we should return. The Darkspawn would have taken it.
Taken it where? What would they do with it?
Darkspawn are evil creatures, and it's best to leave it at that.
Nom nom.
I'm sorry. With the mirror destroyed, I doubt the Darkspawn will return.
Can we return later and search through the ruins? We could learn from many things here besides the mirror.
The cave is not safe. Everything here was exposed to the mirror's taint. If your people must come here, they should cleanse it with fire. I sense no other Darkspawn.
Cleanse it with fire.
Safe. Lead on.
I like to cleanse things with fire.
I'm relieved you have returned, and I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him? I see. Meryl, what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper. I destroyed the mirror.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
Well, there is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel, then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the hunters. If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper. Right away.
Dalen, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure. Tell Haren Paival what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.
He was over here. Can I open this chest?
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin. What happened, Dalen? Is he truly lost to us? You've done nothing of the sort, Dalen. Do not blame yourself. It seems the will of the creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed. Bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence. Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on. I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden, you have met him now.
What do you think of Dunkin'
Is he a
Donuts?
good man? Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask. Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
Honestly, I've never eaten Dunkin' Donuts.
I wish we'd had more time to examine those artifacts. Perhaps another.
Your Keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden. Everything, I'm afraid. The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that, but it means joining us.
We do not know. But we could not watch you suffer. The Grey Warden offers you a way to survive.
This is not simply charity on my part. I would not offer this if I did not think you had the makings of a Grey Warden. Let me be clear. You will likely never return here. We go to fight the Darkspawn, a battle that will take us far from your clan. But we need you, and others like you.
A great army of Darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive.
Yeah, I don't generally go and eat other donut places or coffee places. I usually just stick with what I always do.
From this sickness. This is your duty and your salvation.
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, darling. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go? We have much ground to cover, but I cannot deny you that. Say your farewells. Then we must be off.
Come then, darling. Before the creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
Group orgy. I don't go out to drink coffee, so I don't have one. And my favorite donut place is Bill's Donuts. I love how Meryl just stays naked, by the way. Of course not. It's a Dayton-only location, but it's ranked number 2 in the United States for best donut places. It's about 20 minutes away from where I live. 5 minutes from my parents' house. But I don't go very often. Well, if you want some dog nuts, you gotta come over here. Can't get dog nuts if you're not over here.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Oh there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Ho there, friend.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. You are Dalish, are you not? I hear your people possess remarkable skill and honor. To be fair, your people can be a bit standoffish. Not that I blame them, of course. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
We're just like, that's a flamboyant king.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. You must not speak of the king so. He is over-eager, perhaps, but he is also one of the few Grey Warden allies. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
It's like he could not decide where he wanted to go. BioWare makes very good games, so this is a game that I will always enjoy replaying. There's actually some really old games I want to play at some point soon. Called Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Star Wars. Even older than this game. Like, it's Xbox old. Oh, you're familiar with Knights of the Old Republic?
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now. I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest. Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing. Make a speed your steps.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere? Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages. Good luck to you then.
Good luck to you then. He's over there, so let's go over here. I just like exploring.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old...
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
No, I did that last night.
My faith sustains me.
There are lots of darkspawn.
You there, elf. What's your name?
Oh, it's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turn Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir.
Sadly not.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first. Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
I really hate to have to put him down. Dog looks at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Kill the dog! The Mabari growls weakly, but does not challenge you. After you are done, he whimpers plaintively.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon? There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember.
I'm not gonna kill the dog.
If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood red centre. usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year. Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
The Mabari Hound.
We stand here in this hour, good folk.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king. Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. And I'm sure you have plenty of that to offer. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example? Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now. Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Ow. Excuse me.
But the mages must not be interrupted. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
So, you'll see eventually in this game, but there is huge racism against elves, dwarves, and mages. Mages are detested.
Welcome, young woman. I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity. Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared? It is dangerous beyond its power. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily, and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous. Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware. It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role. You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing.
This
Perhaps
is
we may speak of something
essentially a
else.
lobotomy. They lobotomized.
It is the practice of folding magical linen into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as
What do you
the
think about
magic
that?
staff, or the flaming blade. The irony,
Do you know how they
perhaps, is
lobotomized
that
people
it
back
is
in the
our
olden
very
days?
disconnection
Since they
to
don't
our
lobotomize people anymore.
that allows the Tranquil to work with Lyrium's soul. A true mage could not. Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only
It's
too
a very set practice.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That course of action is inadvisable.
So, any last wishes I can... Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cooked this ritual up just for our benefit. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. We're right on the northern edge of the Kakari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place. Then why do the Grey Wardens only recruit folks who can fight? Or are you their first basket weaver? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay, goodbye, good sir.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously? What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. But please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special. Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
He's just like, oh, fucking bitch. Fucking wasting my time. Then we're like, the fuck, dude? He's like, oh, shit. I didn't mean it. So yeah, we can make a lot of money just from stealing the clothing of a woman. You laugh, but... Oh, it's only a main hand? Damn it. Oh, I know why. That's fine. There's like several things you can do and see here, but it's like I don't remember where they all are.
The prayers of your sons and daughters. We who betrayed
I swear to God, I just saw somebody running who ended up just kind of sliding around. Like T-posed sliding. Oh well. Kennel Master, I'll go find your flower for the doggy. You don't want no doggy to suffer now on our watch. Now do we?
You may not want to remain here long, Warden.
My knee hurts so much. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
For right now.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right? Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you. I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Eats in front of him.
Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
See, we're good people.
Where are we now? Dare I even ask?
There is Alistair.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
I love
your glibness does you no credit.
Alistair.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
I was even gonna name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Light is how it brings people together. You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage? Less being yelled at for me, then. Though the day is still young. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, the Dalish. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
It's BioWare. They have lots of cunning games.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me.
Could someone please tell me how you pronounce that name?
In the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is. True, but if you're here, what does that make you?
Just one of the boys.
Sad, isn't it? So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before? I've only fought them once up close. And that was before the battles here started, which Duncan has kept me out of so far. Tell me, did you find them as monstrous as I did? I'd read so much, but it just can't prepare you. I don't look forward to seeing them again. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Ah.
I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? Right, that cut-purse Duncan conscripted. Not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one, or I can track him down later. You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know.
That's a
Otherwise,
switch.
lead on.
Alistair! Say hello to one potential warrior on our team. Alistair. Whoops. Yep.
Beating around the park is awesome.
See if we can't meet Sir Jory somewhere.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Let's see that other
so long
stuff.
as you keep it quiet.
I love how it's supposed to be something you keep quiet, but you just blatantly announce that you've got stuff on the side. I don't think I've ever found Sir Jory before.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want? Congratulations. Not bad for an elf. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter. We aren't. We're ash warriors. Our training has been passed down since Lathias the dwarf's son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale. We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline. We've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet, or those things that sit in an old woman's lap. My thanks. There is hunting to be done.
I don't care enough to find Sir Jory beforehand.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready
Welcome
to
back.
begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the maids, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
We will.
And may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Say hello to a rogue. We are now going to go look for chests to picky pocky.
Done and done.
He's got a very pretty bow though.
Done and done. Uh-huh.
That course of... That course...
Try not to stain the shirt, it's new.
We need to get down to the wilds. The sooner you get this done, the better. Do this, do that.
Alright, ready to see what our band of 4 dummies can do?
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
I've never been one to do archery. Might be something to look into potentially. Should I actually do tactics? Should I look into actually being a smart player, similar to how we played FF12?
Poor animals. Why did they attack? So I shall.
Yes? Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
Hey, I'm following you, aren't I? Look how quickly they just devolve from like beasts into bones. It's just like kaboosh.
As you desire. Father!
So here you can see the 3 disciplines of a warrior. You've got the sword and the shield, the long sword, the 2-handed sword, and the dual weapons. I prefer dual, personally. Missionary Jogby. A new quest, the missionary. Let's see.
Over here.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn.
Well, not as
They
half
came
dead
out
as he
of the
looks.
ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So
That
let's get a
is
move on.
reassuring. Ugh. Oh, good. Now we can heal the doggy.
Oh look, it's Darkspawn. What a surprise.
He's excited to heal the doggy.
As you desire.
Is there a disengage option?
I'm sensing more darkspawn.
Well, this works, I guess.
Well,
dead. Found Rigby's journal. He's looking for a treasure.
Of course. As you desire.
Why are you miserable? I think you're ground. Oh, that is horrendous. Right. I love how when you steal the wolf pelt, you're technically stripping them of everything. Oh cool, we completed the quest. I'm just trying to find the best way to explore this place without actually continuing on in the game.
Well, all right. As you desire. Well.
Well, somebody stepped in a trapper's trap. Look at that. The trapper is here. These guys aren't very good at stealth because you can just hear them going. We're gonna save real quick. Because Daddy hasn't saved yet. You see 5 stones covered in a fine layer of dust and ash. Sprinkle more ash. Summon a demon! That was easy. Just making sure we've completely finished looking everywhere we possibly can. Okay. You look like you're having fun.
It appears we will need to fight the entire blight ourselves. Lovely.
Sometimes. Just gonna watch these guys kill them all. Perfect. Guess what time it is? Nikki time.
Well, well. What have we here?
Hello, Morrigan.
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder? Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes. Swooping
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
Sneaky
How
witch
very
thief.
Eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Easily.
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a sensible request. I like you.
I like you.
First it's, I like you, but then zap, frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Follow me then. Jory has killed 7 people with a 100% hit rate. Good job, Jory.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way,
Exactly.
one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe? Is that all? Surely your mind stretches farther than these surroundings. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
We did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what
She's
you
literally insane.
Time for you to go, then. Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
She's crazy. Insane. Wacko. Exactly. There's a chill in the air.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Yeah, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment.
That's exactly wonderful.
He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could. A day, maybe two. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you. Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
About as intelligent as a tax collector.
Not a chance.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? So long as you keep it quiet.
Yeah, see, I can't even wear that if I wanted to. Sounds like someone's farting. And now you will forever hear the sound of somebody farting.
Welcome. Goodbye.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you?
I don't remember how you get that key. You can get that key somehow, but I just don't know. Oh well. I wonder how the prisoner's doing. Let's go see him.
My belly thanks you.
My belly thanks you. Alright. You excited to see what this ritual is? To become a Grey Warden?
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had scrolls. They were both very...
odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining. I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later. If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I swear I'm the bravest one here and I'm a woman.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight. Don't we? The Grey Wardens have saved the world from Darkspawn before. I'd say they know better than anyone what it takes. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child.
There is
Had I
no
known...
turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
My God! There's blood everywhere!
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel? Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Right, a dragon
Did you
in
have
Dragon
dreams?
Age.
I had terrible dreams after my joining.
I saw your
Such
face.
dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Come, let's have a move on.
Well, I don't care about a level up then. Requires 31 strength. We're not even close to it.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Cailan. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Everybody's just so angry at each other.
Glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Of course.
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for. Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word. The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour. Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan. May the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Where's the donkey? Everybody's gone.
Oh, no.
Let's just get... It may not be the most glamorous job, but we best not do it.
I love seeing like the little like motions on people's faces just glitch out.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
doggies get their oversized meat bag treats.
For Ferelden!
The game must think about it. It's like, okay, what do we gotta do now? Legal.
They've taken the tower.
They've taken the tower. I don't think there's anything new over here, so. We can level up Alistair, though.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
I have weapons of fire.
Darkspawn, I see.
What are what achievements I don't have for this game?
We must get to the top of the tower.
Yeah. Q. To the Tower of Ishal. My computer is in Louisville, Kentucky. Oh wait. Here's an important question. If I have to miss a stream, would you prefer I miss a Friday stream? Or potentially miss a Sunday stream? Because I could either get it set up Friday night and miss all the streams Friday night. Saturday, miss Saturday and, like, everything. Like, there'd be a lot of stuff I would miss Saturday. Like, Final Fantasy, the, game night. Or Sunday and I miss Sunday Fun Day. Saturday is definitely a hard no.
We need to get to the beacon. The king needs Loghain to charge.
You know, it happens. No worries about that. There's a slight possibility that it could come tomorrow, but I don't know. Like, best case scenario, it comes in the morning or mid-afternoon, and I can get it, and if anything, the stream starts late. If it comes in the evening, you know. Right. It's kind of going to suck regardless what happens, so.
What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later.
Exactly.
Anyway, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time.
I love
Terran
how
will be waiting for the signal.
sarcastic you can be with him. I mean, that's up to you. Like, I understand how much it sucks waiting when you have it there with you and you could easily put it together. So. Oh yeah, we could just get together and tell them this was all a big misunderstanding. And we'll laugh about it over tea. Exactly what we should do. Look at this pile of human bodies being burned alive. Right, I'm gonna need to move some things fairly soon as well, but it's one of those, I just want to wait. I mean, it's one of those, it's kind of not worth doing anything until you have everything ready, because it's like, why bother moving it? You might need to use it. I mean, that's not always the case, but like, it's the lazy man's reason not to do something. But I might need it. Usually my reason, to be honest. I mean, I've got enough, you know, thumb drives and all that I could easily move all the files I need, so... Actually, what's going to happen is, what I need help with is essentially clearing out the crap in the middle of my PC, getting it all set up by moving around the SSD and my old hard drive. I mean, I don't foresee it taking you very long to get it all set up, to be honest. It just depends on what time your hard drive arrives. And to be honest, you could always just have it up on your phone. Because tomorrow will be, a Divine Beast. Yeah, but you can still listen.
We must get to the top of the tower.
See, I'm just worried is that it'll come early tomorrow while I'm at the dentist, and nobody's gonna be here to sign for it, so they're gonna be like, oh well, and I'll be like, no.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we got the signal. The king is depending on us.
The king is depending on us.
Lovely.
I need to remember to utilize this more often, because this shows me exactly, like, all lootable shit around here, and enemies. It's not gonna be as bad. Tuesday last week was 3 fillings. This time it's only 2, so... Release the hounds! Look at that, they killed these defenseless doggies. And now the doggies have taken revenge. So I'll show you something later. Probably won't happen for a while, but so I can try to describe it now. So if you die you obtain an injury when you come back to life. Your character will automatically come back to life after you leave the battle. After a little bit, or if you get sufficiently far away, they'll come back to life. However, they will have an injury on their person. This injury debilitates a stat. It's like, oh, minus 20% speed, you know, minus 5 strength, you know, that type of deal. And then, of course, you've got these injury kits to fix it. One reason I hate not being a rogue. I can't unlock everything. Top floor. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, you don't want to just... We've dealt 113... or 11,333 damage. Hello, ugly. He looks like a monkey. And he smells like one, too. Ha 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 ha. You know what's happening at this point, right? Nah! Ha! I knew he had alternate weapons. It's Nike time! Look at that. He's attacking with no weapon because he was in the middle of an animation when I stole his weapon. That is hilarious. Ah, barrels. We leveled up! Yay! Yay, we won the battle, right?
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. I do not mind. Take your time. We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Mm-hmm.
Who says I would ransom for coin? Gold has its uses, I suppose, but power buys far more. She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
What's funny is, yeah, that probably happened.
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now. I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it. I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
'Tis time you speak with Mother. And then you fucking leave. This is exactly what I want on my kitchen table. Monkey skulls. You know, it really raises the decorum. IMO. Daddy has killed 67 people with a 99% hit rate. We've done 87% of damage. Wait, what? Oh. Monkey skulls!
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. This doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose
Flemeth.
you do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not? Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Only fools ignore history.
Me, I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Logain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Logain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al-Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution. I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help. Of course, the treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Al-Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
Yo, what's up, Ash?
Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You
Such
heard
a
me,
shame.
girl.
What?
The last time I looked, you had ears.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Poor Alistair. He's just gonna be
This is not how I want
bullied the entire time by Morgan.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Nah, he's a Templar who
at your
dislikes
disposal,
magic.
Grey Warden.
She's a magician.
I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours. I may have answers. Ask. 'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes? Mother was alone long before I came, and will be so long after I am dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her. I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Yes.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
Now it's charred
Hello,
rabbit
Mother.
from here on out.
Not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Oh, 'tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
I do try to have fun, dear. Ba 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 ba. Alistair. What do I want you to do? More of that. And taunt. Sword and shield. Do do boom boom. Boom boom. DLC gives you +9 willpower, +6 magic, +10 armor. Yes, please. But it's ugly as sin. Like, we could look like that, or we could fucking look like that. Or conversely, we could look like that. Anyway. I mean, we could all run around in our skivvies if we really want, like... You can tell how powerful an enemy is just by their name. By the way, you can activate, well... You can do friendly fire if you really want. Gather your party and venture forth to Lothering. We're gonna get into a fight. So this is the entire world map.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most... fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
I love that, like, invisible woman, basically. Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty? He's a doggy. It's Dosh.
Time for more darkspawn, I see.
Doggy. He wags his tie happily in pants. Oh, by the way, say hello to our fourth member.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you.
We need a name for the doggy.
Bavaria like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Woof. Woof. We got a cake! Oh, good boy. Wow, he really knows me, doesn't he? He brings me a cake. What's his name? Cupcake? Okay. Cupcake! Hello, Cupcake. We pet the doggy. We pet the cupcake. The bloody cupcake. He's happy. Can you do something about this mess? Look. He found something interesting. We got silk pantaloons. We got dirty panties. One can never have too many pairs of pantaloons. Good boy? It's like good boy question mark? So here are 3 potential members of our party we can have. There are many, many more. Oh. A dog that can fetch you panties and cake. I don't know. I need one in my life, though. Question, can you get me a pair of panties that are still on the person?
Wake
up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, refugee tax.
Right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Ah, and if I don't believe you, how do we solve this predicament?
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Teyrn Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways. You don't say.
He is really good, boss. Remember?
That is really good,
silvers,
boss.
That's all we've collected today.
An excellent
Then
donation.
take it. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
Yeah. Do enjoy your day. I could have killed them. They're very easy, but I'm not a bad person. I just threaten them. Oh, hey, look. They don't like that I stole their stuff. The stuff that they stole themselves.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all. Right. I guess so. I'm sorry. Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear. Bless you. The Darkspawn can have this place.
Bless you! Leo. Well, we didn't kill the dumb one, so I'm happy. He's a happy boy.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
Right, very creepy.
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first. But we need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them? There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arliman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first. Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
I can give you directions, if you like. He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is. There must be other Dalish in Ferelden, in fact I'm sure of it. If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there. We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy. That will be at their tower on Lake Kallenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is. If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course. Then you have a plan. Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Yay.
Just how smart a Mabari is supposed to be. Do you think they understand what we say? Oh, is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey now. There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy? Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? That's what the Chantry kept telling me anyhow.
He tried to insult the doggy. That doggy saw through and he's just like, I'm gonna kill you. Grr.
Need something? I don't generally talk to strange elves who wander in here. I don't know you. Why shouldn't I have something against you? We've got enough strangers overrunning us. Nothing but trouble.
Right?
Can't promise I'm gonna answer them. You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars. What? You mean they're gone? Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Bryant'll be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out. Don't let me stop you.
What a dick! Let me run a sword right through your dick!
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around. We Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend. Best of luck wherever you might go.
Love how you just see his little beady glistening eyes.
There'll just be more bandits.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking every...
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too
Exactly.
close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? Didn't I mention profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought
Profiteering.
wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. Perhaps, if that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally.
Morrigan doesn't like us helping people, by the way.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
So, that's another thing I never pointed out. So, see, everybody has a bar underneath of them to show how their relationship is with us. Dougie loves us because he's fucking awesome. But, yeah.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something. Alright, just don't buy everything up.
Proceeds to buy everything. No, just kidding. Sell. Keep. Power. I'll get rid of this. What's this do? I'll get rid of that. Okay, I want to check a few things first. Much better. Okay, hers is better. Okay.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy...
Yes. There's 22, 28.
Charters are still operating their board.
Where are you from, Colonel? And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Smile back.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's chanted Devons. One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
Unless it's the Chant of Light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word.
So we leave the crazy man alone. Got it.
Where are you from?
And Andraste came unto them, saying, though the danger great.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her? I watch the Black Horde descend on my people! I will not be silent!
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us! My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn! I ran, hearing my wife screams as they dragged her off. She had hair the same color as yours. Why am I here? I should not have gone.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us. You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either.
Well,
we must go north to Denerim.
You say that, but like when you see literally everybody you know being slaughtered by creatures and being eaten by them, you kind of lose heart.
Maybe with that blasted chasing.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left. We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all. The revered Mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that. Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else. Make her watch over you.
Daddy has killed 70 with a 99% hit ratio still.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. Yes, my lady? Who might you be? I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights? I see. Tairn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tairn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case. The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Let us pretend that I was such a mage. What would you do to me?
I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn. We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so. In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate. Our ban was summoned by Tearn Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned. If the matter is important, certainly. Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tearn Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster. None that we know of. Tearn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness. If the matter is important, certainly. Only if you're interested in the business of mages. I have heard word that the Templars who watch over the Circle of Magi's tower have called for the rite of annulment. Hopefully I've heard wrong. If the rite of annulment is invoked, the tower and every living soul within will be destroyed.
We need the Circle's help. We should go and find out what's happening.
To have such a call when mages are needed to fight the Darkspawn, something terrible must have happened. I have nothing else to tell you. The only news I care about is the approaching horde. Now, unless there's something else you need. They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need. If the matter is important, certainly. Now, unless there's something... I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
Huh, I've never gotten this key before.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off? Indeed, they're gone.
It's true. I saw the bastard running for the hills myself.
That's an impressive feat indeed. Will you accept a small reward for your efforts? If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else.
Cool. Pitiful 20.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Look how big that dog is, though.
Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tearn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tearn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tearn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. Jarl Eamon were well, I have little doubt he would assist you. My quest, however, remains the same.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this. If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
I feel bad about, like, trying to get money out of them, so I don't. Ugh.
Where can we go?
Darn, I don't have the skill. I have to try it at least 20 times, just to make sure.
I've done it.
You never know, like the 21st time you click it, it could work. You never know.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here. Might I suggest 30 silver? Thank you, dear woman. What can I do for you then? A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws. Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else, may the Maker go.
We'll pick you back here soon. Where's that book? Book. Free experience by clicking on a book. Click. Fill that codex. Look at that, Cupcake has killed one person. Cupcake, the deadliest cupcake you've ever seen. Mangled an enemy with his teeth. Oh, no. Mother?
Have you seen my mother?
Beat it.
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Good luck with that.
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. A whole silver! Wow, thank you. So, are you really an elf? Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
Thank you. I felt bad. His mother's dead.
If you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Could you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? Thanks. Hey, at least he asked politely. Oh look, it's a miner.
We're planning on running that mine until the last minute.
Ah, pile of filth, my favorite thing to dig through. Oh, we found quartz and a pile of filth. Can you believe that? Okay. So we can get 2 more party members here. And we will get 2 more party members here.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of. Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travelers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here. Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
You're a good sort, you know.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps? Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps. Oh, he doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric. None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields. I didn't mean to bother.
I didn't mean to bother you. Wow, look at all these things I've missed. We'll come back to those though.
Did you speak to that knight? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
Unfortunately, you won't see Cupcake a lot. Cupcake is actually gonna go bye-bye.
Well, look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar.
whether Tern saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk. Take the Warden into custody. Kill the sister and anyone else that...
Right, let's make this quick.
That's a lot of... All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I was there. The Tern pulled us out of a trap. The Wardens led the king to his death. The Tern could do nothing. What do you want to tell him? I'll tell him. Right away, now. Thank you.
I'll tell him. Bye-bye.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by.
Say hello to Liliana.
Let me introduce myself.
She is a
I am
rogue.
Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was. Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along. The Maker told me to.
I believe this is where I back away slowly.
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream.
A vision.
A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost
Remember
in
people's
despair,
names,
and this darkness,
by the
this
way,
chaos
because their
was
names will be
fled.
popping up in 2 and
The
3.
Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
I'm sorry, boy. You go nap, Cupcake.
Indeed.
Sorry, I don't know any songs from the Dome. I just play what the innkeep asks.
I don't want any trouble.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell. Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. No, don't suppose you know anything about
Poison.
Poison? I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice. And there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
No, I'm not going to ask you to remember them, but just remember. Like, be able to recognize. Is all.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Allow me. I could do that for you. What's next?
Leliana will always pick out locks. You actually can complete... So these two characters right here that we're picking up, Leliana and one other one, completely missable. If you don't go into that tavern, you don't get Leliana. Just at all. I actually didn't get Leliana until about my 3rd playthrough because I didn't know she existed.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar. No?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yeah. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
Okay.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. Oh, you never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
God damn, Alistair. I used to just scream, just randomly, just to see what would happen. And they'd come running, terrified out of their mind. Fucking, yeah. Alright, that is going to be it for us today, though. That was our first taste of Dragon Age Origins. We've got a ton of stuff to do with Dragon Age Origins. Plus several DLC actual stories to go through. And then, of course, we've got 2 and 3. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And there will be some DVD in about an hour. So, until then, everybody. Dear Funker People.